Right now I'm preparing to photograph the sunset at this property that's another iconic place, and the thing with iconic places is that they're photographed all the time, every angle, every position. It's really hard to find something different. What you can hope for is a different condition in terms of the weather, or as I'm having today, a field of poppies and yellow flowers that I will try to maximize it. But it's gonna be really hard to produce something different. I had the chance of photographing this property in different seasons, autumn and spring, and hope for something beautiful today.
You can come here anytime. The garden is neglected, but the door is open. You can come.
My goal with this shot is to have the foreground filled with poppies and flowers, and in the background, in the second plane, to have the property. The problem is that right now there's a shadow on the poppies, and also the shadow is growing, and I think the property will be in the shadow before it receives the warm light of the sunset. Try compensate this by using 2 gradiated filters, but if the shadow gets too up and covers the property, then it's all lost. I'm exploring the fields around Pienza, which is a really small town, really cozy, interesting corners, interesting old architecture, and also that presents some interesting photographic opportunities. It's more of a black and white day. There are no clouds in the sky, and always when I'm exploring in the midday, I'm trying to get a black and white version because simply it looks better. When you think about editing in black and white, it's a different way of seeing things, it's a different perspective, simply because you get rid of the colors, so you get rid of that element that is so tightly connected to your way of seeing the reality around you. The important aspect is that you capture another way of seeing. You kind of reduce everything to the essence. That is why your editing has to emphasize exactly what was the reason for which you took the photo. I think this is the core essence of editing in black and white, emphasizing the element that it's the most important and that has the ability to draw the eye and make the photo look interesting. Also, another reason is the hard shadows. Usually in black and white, the high contrast is widely accepted, and because of the hard shadows in the midday, that is another reason for the black and white conversion to work really well. It's my last sunrise in Tuscany, and I'm photographing in a really famous place. It's where they filmed The Gladiator with Russell Crowe. There is no fog on the valley. During my workshop I came here and there was a really thick fog. But today it's calm, I have no fog visibility, it's perfect. It's not a problem that I don't have clouds in the sky, because for this shot I will not include the sky. Because there's a little bit of fog in the valley behind the property, I decided to take a test shot and frame it basically from the right to the left, which is pretty awkward for me. Fog in the back adds a little bit of drama, a little bit of mystery, and it also helps separate the property from the background. There's a little bit of light on the property right now, and these first rays of the sun are extremely important to be captured, because as you can see, only the building is in the light and the rest in kind of a darkness if you want, and this helps you separate the subject really easy, really fast, and it looks so good. Now I'll wait for the light to come down a little bit more. So let me tell you my opinion on photographing iconic places, and then you can share yours in comments below. Should you go? Yes, because they're famous. It's easy to photograph. In some way, yes. In some way, no. It's easy because you saw all the compositions and all the angles and every season covered, so you have an idea of what you do once you get over there. But it's hard if you want to be original. It's hard if you want to create something completely different or something that's never been seen. And sometimes it's almost impossible. You can also support this channel by buying one of my editing courses, link in the description below. And until next time, keep on photographing. It's the only way that you can get better. Bye bye.